My wife of 10 years together replaced me with her coworker. My wife and I have been together for nearly a decade, married for almost 7 years. Just a couple of days ago, she dropped a bombshell that left me reeling. She confessed that she had been involved with another man, a coworker, for the past 8 months. Despite my growing suspicions, I never imagined she would betray me in such a hurtful way. Over these 8 months, we often hung out with this man, who had recently gone through a divorce. We shared drinks, dinners, and social gatherings, all while he pretended to be a friend. We often invited him over to our house for barbecues, movie nights, and even celebrated holidays together. The facade they maintained was astonishing, and I felt utterly deceived. When my wife finally admitted the affair, I was devastated. I told her she had to choose, him or me. To my dismay, she expressed a desire to continue seeing him. She claimed to love us both, but I couldn't fathom how she could equate our years of building a life together to an 8-month fling. Her apologies felt hollow. If she truly regretted her actions, she would have ended the affair and focused on our relationship. I asked her how she could justify throwing away nearly 7 years of marriage and 10 years of being together for someone she had known for such a short time. She couldn't provide a satisfactory answer, only repeating that she was sorry for the pain she caused. I told her that if she was truly sorry, she would have cut ties with him and worked on mending our relationship. Instead, she seemed more concerned about maintaining her new relationship than saving our marriage. Her family was equally shocked and disappointed. They reached out to me, offering their support and affirming that I would always be part of their family. Her parents called me to express their disapproval of her actions and assured me that I had their full support. Her sister, in particular, was furious and vowed to distance herself from the affair and its consequences. She told me she would never allow her son to be around the man who had contributed to the breakdown of our marriage. I've since made myself unavailable to my wife and have taken steps to move forward. I scheduled a consultation with a lawyer to start the divorce process and began exploring housing options. I plan to keep our home if possible and will be seeking spousal support since she earns more than I do. I've also started to reach out to real estate agents to assess the value of our home and discuss the possibility of buying her out. Fortunately, we don't have children, which simplifies things significantly. Our beloved dog, whom I raised and trained, will stay with me. This ensures that there will be minimal reasons for contact after the divorce is finalized. The thought of losing my furry companion was unbearable, and I made it clear that she would come with me. Over the weekend, I kept myself busy and avoided any contact with my wife. I spent time with friends and family who have been incredibly supportive during this difficult time. I also started to reconnect with hobbies and activities that I had neglected over the years. This gave me a sense of purpose and helped me focus on rebuilding my life. Although the road ahead is challenging, I'm determined to rebuild my life and find peace after this betrayal. The support from my friends, family, and even my wife's family has been invaluable. While the pain of her betrayal is still fresh, I know that with time, I will heal and emerge stronger from this experience. As I look to the future, I am hopeful. I know there will be tough days ahead, but I am confident that I will get through this. The process of starting over is daunting, but it also presents an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. With the love and support of those around me, I am ready to face whatever comes next. My response was to retain an attorney for $5,000 and file for divorce. I will also be nailing her ass for alimony payments as well. Strangely enough, right after I filed, she suddenly had an epiphany and came running back to me, wanting to make things better and work on our relationship. I told her I would think about it, but I wasn't sure. The only reason I gave her that response is because I want to keep her in good standing while I'm still processing this divorce, but let it be known the divorce is happening, there's no going back, it's a final decision for me. She doesn't know that I filed for divorce and I plan on keeping that way, just so I can keep it amicable until we can get the house sold, but she's going to get served around September 1st, and then all hell's going to break loose, but it doesn't really matter to me. I've made my decision, I plan to move on with my life, and I suggest anybody else who's been in the situation do the same. Update. So it has been a while since I've updated everyone, but I've made some really good progress. My soon-to-be ex-wife and I have come to financial division agreement. My lawyer has now sent us back to CR2A Farm with all of our financial division agreements on it. Now we just need to sign it and send it back in, and then it gets applied to the courts. Once I get the green light, either from the court or from my lawyer, I will begin putting up the house for sale. This has been a trying process just because I've been trying to keep patient through all of this. But I've received a lot of support from you guys, from my family and from my friends. It's really helped me to make decisions and progresses through where it needs to be. I feel better every day, and as more steps get taken care of, I bought LifeLock, so all my finances and my credit report and everything are all protected. And I've even had a few dates along the line just to create a distraction so that I'm not completely without social interaction. All in all, I feel pretty good, no turning back of my decision. And for anyone who is considering take it from me, it's the best decision you ever make. I know it's not an easy one, but you have to stop and think about what's best for you and what's best for you going forward in your life. I will try to send an update once the agreement has been signed and once we start moving forward with getting the house for sale. Final update. So, a year has passed since my wife confessed to having an 8-month affair with her coworker. She sat on our couch in our house and told me she loved him and wanted to continue seeing him. Well, here is what took place in the last year. 1. Got divorced, finalized in September 2023. 2. Sold the house and moved into my own place. 3. Met an amazing woman who went through a similar demise. Most importantly, I moved on from my emotions surrounding my ex and am in a much better state of mind. For those of you going through this now, take it from me, leaving really is the best option. There are conflicting emotions, and you still care about this person. Believe me, I get it. You will be so much better in the long run and realize what you have been missing out on. 1 year ago, my life was in chaos, and I was heartbroken and felt worthless. Today, I look back on that memory, and I am proud what I have accomplished, endured, and came out the other side with clarity and peace. I wish that for all of you out there grappling with this situation and decision. If you have any questions or need advice, I can help. And about my ex, I don't know if she is still with him. Last I heard in January of this year, they were fighting and having issues. Apparently, he is having a hard time living up to the high bar I set. At this point, though, I have more important things to direct my energy. Thank you guys for all the love and support I gotten from you.